is probably my most asked question in all things regarding homemaking. So the things you'll need, this is my old, so what I need to filter, my kefir, and strain, and that is fully fermented. This is raw milk, sieve, a rubber band, and a coffee filter. A wooden or a plastic utensil. Here's our clean jar that we're going to be filtering into, and I'll try to do as fast as I can. Let's put our sieve there. We mix it up just to make it a little bit easier to go through the mesh or the silver liner. Okay. It smells fermented. It doesn't smell like, you know, really, really bad vinegar. It shouldn't smell that vinegary, but it should have just a fermented, slightly sweet, it's kind of a tangy smell, and that is normal. But once you cross into where it's like repulsive and vinegary, either you fermented it too long or you have a bad action. Now this is that clean raw milk, and then I have some grains. Already started dumping it. This is my last little teaspoon or so. And you just put it directly into the milk. You can start with just having it at the very bottom and then pouring over your milk. That works great too. I usually do that. Both work great as long as you mix and incorporate them afterwards. You just try to get all the little grains that you can, and then you just give it a good stir, like 10 seconds, 5 seconds, and then you'll cap it with the, I like to reuse these, and then you just basically cap it and put a rubber band, and this just keeps out like insects, dust, stuff like that. Yeah, and you let this ferment for about 16 to 24 hours until it thickens. The longer you ferment, the more sour, the more fermented it will be. One thing that I did learn about raw kefir and making it at home versus like whole milk pasteurized raw or pasteurized kefir, you need more grains to milk ratio for a raw milk just because of how much good bacteria is already in raw milk, and that you don't want them to be competing against each other. You want the kefir cultures to win, so you want a little bit more kefir grains than your raw milk. All right, that is how I do it. I usually take about 5 minutes or less just to make that and filter it, and then I put it in the fridge, drink it the next day, or I drink the one from yesterday. It is such an easy task. I feel like it's more of a mind thing when people are like, oh my gosh, I can't add another thing. It literally takes 5 minutes once you understand how to do it. So if you have any questions, let me know down below.